Hi! It's me again, your adventurous professor, and I do have a really exciting adventure coming up. That's why I'm preparing for it. I'm going to the land down under. Yes! Um, I'll talk about it. I'll let you know what this travel is about in my next vlogs. But in the meantime, this vlog today is all about preparation. As you know, I live in a tropical country where temperatures can go up to, I don't know, maybe 37. Um, I'm sorry, I can't wrap my head around converting it to Fahrenheit. For those of you out there who are more used to Fahrenheit, I don't know how Fahrenheit feels, but I do know how centigrade feels. Okay? So, my apologies. This vlog is about preparing my tropical self to go into a temperate or cold country. What does the professor do, or how does the professor prepare for that? Stay tuned. Okay, are you ready to find out? So, just for perspective and context, so I've been living in a country, in fact, in a city within this country, the Philippines. Hello to all my kababayan out there. So I live in a city down south. It is General Santos City, and from what I understand from my research, this is the top three hottest areas in the Philippines. You know, anywhere you go in the Philippines, it can be hot. Uh, Except, of course, if when you're in the mountains, okay, like in Baguio City or in other mountainous areas. Those are really cool. Yes. But here in General Santos, the temperatures are crazy, crazy, crazy high. My family, my husband and I, and the kids, we moved here from the US 6 years ago. Yes, 6 years ago. Um, so we've acclimatized to the very high temperature, and my skin is now used to this high temperature. Okay, so I use a lot of and it can get very dry. Now the skin can get very dry because my work, I spend a lot of time in air conditioned rooms because of the nature of my work. Okay, so anyway, now in a few days, I am traveling to Sydney. All right, and this time of the year, it is really cold in Sydney. Uh, I found out that, and you know, some of my friends who live there, some relatives who live there, told me that winter in Sydney is not as bad as winter in other places in Australia. I don't know if that's true. I've never been to Australia, This is my first time to travel to Australia. And in fact, this is going to be my first international travel um, after, let me see, after 5 years or 4 years. Yeah, after 5 years. Okay, so I haven't gone out of the country in 5 years. So there's a little bit of, I guess, a little bit of nervousness or apprehension, because I know from experience that when I travel to a very, very cold country or a very, very cold season, I really get rashes uh, um, from dry skin. My skin dries out very quickly, and because it's very dry, it's very itchy, and I tend to scratch. And then that scratching. I have long nails. The scratching causes wounding or irritation on the skin, and then it just becomes a very bad skin day or skin time. And I'd like to avoid that this time. Now, I've learned my lesson in the past, um, and I know how my body reacts. So I need to prepare for that. Now, not everyone may do it this way, and not everyone reacts this way, but I just want to share this because I'm pretty sure there are um, others that probably that go through this kind of experience when they encounter for the first time or after a long time a different weather or climate. Okay, all right. So my one and only effective partner is this. Do you see that? Well, it doesn't have to be Vaseline, but it's petroleum jelly, believe it or not. The first time I went to Japan, after 3 days, so when I got there, it was still summer there. In fact, it was very hot. So I was okay. But when fall came and then winter was the worst. That's when I started to itch. And the worst, and the most sensitive part, at least for me, was my that skin or that part just below the knee, or not just below, maybe around 5 inches, 6 inches below the knee. That part was, it was already uh, wounded, and from all the scratching because it was so dry. And but fortunately, there are so many good products in Japan. That's what I love about Japan. Anything you get on the shelf, it works. Somebody recommended to me, a Japanese friend recommended to me a certain lotion product made in Japan, and I tried that, and it really helped me a lot. So, the next time I visited Japan, uh, I did a little more research, and I found out that this one is very effective to me. What I do is a few days before I get on that airplane, I rub just very thinly, on areas that get dry very instantly. So just very thin, and then here, at least for me, these are the parts, no, that get dry very quickly. And of course, the I can't show you, but the that part in front, no, of the leg, just below maybe 5-6 inches, or maybe that whole section, that whole leg there, okay, and the knee. So, and also the back of what is this, the ankle, yeah. So I also put, so those tend to dry out. My nose tends to dry out, and here between my eyebrows. So, a few days, 3 days before that, I just do that. Okay, that's it. And here, and I keep doing that every day until I fly out. When I get on that airplane, I actually, before I get to the cold airport or the cold country, I add more. No, I rub this all over my legs, thin only, but I cover more areas of my legs and my arm, because this one also tends to dry out also very quickly here. So that has really been very effective. But of course, I'm not endorsing brands, but these are just things that work for me. I also bring with me Nivea. In fact, this one is okay. I haven't tried this particular, what do they call this, flavor? Sorry. Kind. Okay. Well, this is White and Repair. Okay. But no, the one in the tub, is that the tub? The metal, the Nivea in the metal thing. I think it's creamier, or it's a richer. That one, I also have. I bring that around in my hand carry, because that helps a lot. Well, that's it. That's how I prepare. Simple. But before I forget, let me pick this up. Of course, you also need to bring lip balm, because this also dries out, and you don't want that bleeding. No, 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 no. That's not a happy place. So you want to apply lip balm, and apply this as well, because it's very helpful. So, I mean, I really want to enjoy this trip. So should I expose myself, or why should I risk getting all these skin problems and add that to my woes during travel, right? So there you go. I just shared with you something that I hope will also help you when you do your travel abroad, in winter or in a cold season. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I didn't want this to be long, but I got carried away with my products. Again, I'm not endorsing, and I've not been paid by this, but these are just things that work for me. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll share my adventures with you in Australia in the coming vlogs. Bye-bye.